Hi y'all, it's Jamie with Color Flutter Creations, and today I am just not feeling very well. I'm quite under the weather, but I still wanted to make a card, so we're going to make a happy birthday card using some new products that I got from Emily Moore Designs. And I'm starting off with a tan background. I actually want to create a background that is pretty muted in color so that our happy birthday can actually be what packs the punch. So I'm starting off with the confetti layering stencil, and this stencil set has 3 different stencils. I'm starting off with kind of the square confetti stencil and putting down some dried marigold distress oxide ink. Again, I really kind of want the background, while I want it to be seen, I still want it to be muted because that's not our focal point, but we want it to enhance our focal point. The second layer that I'm putting down are these dots. It's kind of, just like some little circles all over, and I'm using the Villainous Potion Distress Oxide ink. The reason why I'm using Distress Oxides is because I like that they have that property in them with the pigment in the white pigment, which kind of helps to mute things. I'm not going light-handed with my inking. I'm still going pretty heavy with the inking. I'm just using some tones that are gonna allow the background to be there, but again, a bit more muted. The third stencil in this set is some squiggly, streamery looking squiggles, and I'm gonna use the Distress Oxide in Broken China, this blue color, which is absolutely beautiful. And this will kind of help to brighten it a little, but keep that kind of muted tone because again, it's not the focal point, it is just our background. But I do love this color, and I love the fact that these layering stencils, while they layer one after another, they're not layering over other images. So they're layering into the blank spaces of the background and the tan cardstock that I have to then create the fun confetti feel, which I absolutely love the way that looks. I apologize for not showing my die cutting of the shadow layers and the happy that we're going to use on our card, but I did cut those out of multiple colors of cardstock and then holographic for the happy before, of course, cutting out the birthday in this yellow. And you can see all of the different colors of the shadow layer that I cut out. And what we're going to do is we are going to layer each of these one on top of another. And this is going to kind of give us this gradient feel, and almost as if it's just kind of, I don't know, fun, playful. It's like happy on top of happy on top of happy. And because I am feeling under the weather, I sometimes like to make things that bring me a little extra joy, or in this case, happiness. And it helps to liven my mood even when I am under the weather, or maybe, mentally I'm just having a harder time. I may be struggling through something. My BPD may be really acting up, and I may be doing a lot to try and self sabotage. So, there's a lot there that happens with BPD, and I definitely can get into my own head. So I really wanted something that was gonna brighten my mood, and I'm not feeling well. So here we are. As you can see, I'm not putting any glue on the top part of the happy because that is still what is going to be visible. I am keeping everything pretty even as far as the different layers and the different colors, so that's what I'm paying attention to. And you can see the layers through the little opening that is between both of the peas. You could cut that out with a craft knife if you really wanted to. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some glue to the happy word that I actually cut out of holographic cardstock. And then I'm going to layer that right into the middle of the purple. And I love that the holographic kind of picks up the purple. At least my eye catches that purple. When you turn it, there's other colors, of course, but I think it really plays off that purple really well. And then we are going to go ahead and we're going to add that to our card. Now, I decided to put it closer to the top rather than center because I wanted to see a lot more of the pattern of the confetti from the stencil. So I push it up just a little bit and maybe to some they would go, "What are you doing? That looks like you just don't know how to center things," which, let's be real, I don't anyway. But this was actually on purpose this time. I really wanted more of the confetti to be visible, and so I decided to go ahead and push that up a little bit. And then I can take the birthday that's cut out in yellow and I can lay that over the happy. So I didn't want to use the shadow layer for this. I just wanted the word. I didn't want to distract from all of the happy shadow layers that was already there. You saw that I took a piece of scrap cardstock, just a white piece of paper, and I put some liquid adhesive on that. I find that sometimes that makes it a little bit easier to add glue to the back of these delicate die cuts without it blobbing all over. So I do not want the glue to smoosh out underneath my sentiment because then on top of the holographic, it's very hard to get off and it's quite noticeable. So I'm just adding a little bit of liquid adhesive, tucking that under some places that need to go ahead and be, glued down really well, but it's not going to allow that glue to leak out the edges. And that is just a really good trick to use. I suggest you use it if you haven't before. To bling this up even more, I know we have some shine with our happy, but I wanted to bling this up even more. And I thought I'd play off of the confetti that is already, of course, in the background and just add some additional dots and jewels. Really, they're gems here. So it's going to add a lot of shine. But I really was more playing off of the round, small shape and how that would fit nicely into the confetti background without it being so, I guess, visible or noticeable that these gems are just popped up or are there into the background. Like sometimes it can be noticeable and that's great. I wanted this to be a little more subtle, but yet still having, all of that shine. And I don't even know what brand these gems are. I actually think they were part of a diamond dot type set, but that is not my jam, come to find out. But heck, we don't let anything go to waste. So I took those gems and I kept them because they are flat back and they can still work. And because they're faceted, it's really going to add a lot of shine to our card. Out of curiosity, what do you prefer? Do you prefer pearls, gems, flat back dots? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put our card panel here onto a black base. This is going to really make everything pop and just kind of come together. I thought about doing, a colored card base, but it would distract from all of the rainbow color we have going on front, but the black would make it pop and I really wanted to emphasize that. So that's what I did. And just look at this. I absolutely love that. Just happy, happy, happy birthday. It's a fun, simple card. You can see those gems there. They're not just overpowering, and I really like that. While simple, I still think it packs a punch. I used the Emily Moore Designs Confetti Stencil Set as well as the short and sweet Happy Birthday die set. I'm a brand ambassador for Emily Moore Designs, and I've linked everything I use down below along with the discount code if you want to create alongside me. Thank you for joining me, and stay tuned for more crafty fun in the future. Take care. Thank you for supporting me by subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video.